So here's one 2-system snap-on tool truck. There's the aftermarket. So the aftermarket has a condenser in the front with 2 fans on it, and the cooling unit, the air handler, is all the way in the rear and it blows forward. So when you put the condenser way up here front, but you have your evaporator in the back, that means you have a very long liquid line going all the way down, all the way along the back, all the way up, and then into the back of the unit. And since that's a liquid line out of the condenser, what's supposed to be liquid, going into a receiver dryer, we gotta locate, we're looking for the receiver dryer. We're gonna take down the rear panel. I'd like to see the receiver. Both of these, when I pulled them open, a little refrigerant came out. I could smell the refrigerant on both of these. Smelled like dirty turtle water from a turtle tank. Or when you have a kid's goldfish pond, or you know, his tank, they have fish in it and they don't clean it and it's all a bunch of shit in the bottom and it's all yucky in the bottom, and you go to pour out the water and it smells really bad. That is exactly what this refrigerant smelled like coming out of here. That's those great guys who don't believe you know, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour of vacuum is enough. Those kind of guys, those are the guys who damage your systems. The inside of the sight glass was rusty color. I added dye in there. Let's see if we can get it clear. I added dye in the system and it doesn't want to focus, and I got grease all over. I got one lens broken off. So the inside of the lens from the inside has a half moon shape of rust color. And what that is trying to pull the liquid, but because of the turbulence of a straw coming up and hitting the sight glass and the way it rolls before the liquid's supposed to exit, and this was only had like less than 8 ounces of refrigerant in the system, 1.5 pounds. They called up the manufacturer of this vehicle. It hits when it's low on refrigerant, and because of the acid inside the system created by moisture and the rust, it gets that brown color to it, and that was the brown that's on the inside halfway on the glass from the refrigerant rotating. So there's this little half moon of contaminants inside. That's caused by moisture damage. And sometimes eventually on the inside, just like you see there's rust on the outside and you see little flakes right here, the flakes will fall off to the bottom, get picked up by the straw, and then go choke off and starve the expansion valve for refrigerant, because all the rust flakes will get gathered at this little port right here. And then it'll starve the compressor. Superheat will go up, so the compressor starts overheating. Oil return goes down and the oil stays in the evaporator, starving the compressor, and it burns out compressors because of somebody who doesn't believe in vacuuming and getting rid of moisture. So by the person, it's almost like you purposely sabotage someone's units for a couple years later, burns out a compressor. Same with this one, same smell. It's really obvious. So I got 4.25 pounds out of here, and it's empty right now. It's down to its last vapor. It's supposed to have 5 pounds 8 ounces. Now when calling up the manufacturer, they said 3 pounds 8 ounces, but you know, everybody gets confused with model numbers, different years, different applications, but they have this. But since I already got 4 pounds something, pretty well we can center around and believe this sticker. And I'll leave these on the vacuum pumps. I got the 12 CFM vacuum pump there, the 10 CF vacuum pump there. I got an airplane port pickup to do for somebody. Leave these on the vacuum pumps and try to reduce the moisture content as much as possible in the system, and then fill it up and see where it's at. Let's see, and it doesn't even want to focus. Come on, iPhone doesn't want to work today. All right, see you later.